heard of the 10,000 hour rule. It means that if you want to be a professional in a particular field, you will need to put in 10,000 hours into studying that field so that you become so good at it that you can be called an expert. I'm currently trying to do that with herbal medicine, so wish me luck. But it turns out that in order for you to know about something, we must make the effort to study it, to investigate, to examine it, to focus on it, to learn about it, to question it, to experience it, to gather all the information that we can find about it, the evidence, the stories, the lies, the facts, and the conclusions. Even science will have to agree with me on this one. So we must do the work. But there's one topic, one area of interest that it really baffles me, and I find that seemingly intelligent people, they fall short in this area when it comes to the knowledge about your Creator, the Almighty Creator. A lot of people just keep mute in a conversation. They make excuses. They say, oh, no one knows. No one can prove it. And so therefore, we should just leave it alone. Let's not discuss it. It's a sensitive topic. I was in such gathering with friends recently, and as soon as the subject of our Creator came up, I realized that in our day-to-day running around and keeping busy, we know nothing. When it comes to our Creator, our origin, the very beginning of man, what man is and how man came to be. Wow, many of us are clueless. We have not even given it a thought, a minute, an hour, let alone 10,000 hours. And yet, we've been granted a lifetime to do so. So what are we doing here? When you ask a person, how did you come about? How were you created? What is your purpose here? Sadly, many have not even challenged themselves enough to even think about the question so that they can even begin to come up with possible options for answers. They sometimes think that it's being humble or being modest to say, oh, I don't know, and nobody knows, because the Christians will say something else and the Muslims will say something else. The Hindus believe in something else, so therefore they're all wrong. And I don't want to trouble myself to find out. Yes, but that is a false humility. You should know. So today I'm saying to whichever ears is listening out there, people, know your Creator. Have a knowledge of His creation. You experience His work every single day of your life. The magnificence of the things that are happening around you that you know are beyond human hands. And you think that it is humility when you say, oh, no one knows. What are you spending your 10,000 hours on? So it is my opinion, and I know you can argue with my opinion all day long, but I believe that it is the sacred duty of every human being to find out about himself, about his Creator, about how he came to be here, about what he was created for. And now, after he has been created and put into existence, then what? What next? Otherwise, what is life if we don't seek to answer these questions? But then we worry how the weather will be like tomorrow, but not who made the changing seasons. We want to trace why the river flows back into the ocean, but do not know in whose power the ocean came to be. You want to learn how you need oxygen to breathe in your science class, but not about which power made the oxygen even exist in the first place. That is like spending years and years trying to get a license to be able to become a pilot. Until today, you've never entered a plane, let alone fly it, because every day you see planes, you know it has wings, you point at it, you wonder, but you've never wondered what it would be like to actually learn how to fly it. I'm sorry, you'll never graduate. You'll never get that pilot license. You see creation, you see what has been created. You see yourself as a part of it, as a living example, and yet nothing prompts you to seek for it, to seek to know. How did I come about? How well do I know my Creator? How many hours? 10,000? 10,000 days? 10,000 years? 10,000 earth lives? How long will you need to know him? It starts with you. Wanting a religion to come and explain it to you is a waste of time. No one can explain it to you. You must know who you are to seek to know who your Creator is. And there lies the homework that many of us are not ready to go home and do with ourselves. To sit quietly with their own thoughts and ask themselves the right questions. We will sooner spend our 10,000 hours distracted from ourselves, studying trivial nonsense, calling ourselves professionals in our chosen field. But imagine 10,000 hours on yourself. What might be revealed to you about yourself, about your Creator? The longing to know that's burning within you with a bit of humility and logical thinking is what's needed here. It's not, oh, what do the Christians say? What do the Muslims say? What do the Hindus say? And why are they all confusing? You must do the work to know how you came about so that you don't get played when someone comes and tells you that you're the product of a Big Bang theory, where something came out of nothing and you agree with them. Or that you are the product of a man and a woman who were the first in the Garden of Eden and they had 2 sons. Surely you must ask, 2 sons? Oh, okay. So how then did we multiply? So in your own personal seeking, you must make it make sense to you. But not making the effort to know because you think, oh, it could be wrong. It's actually indolence of your spirit. You are actually worse off for not trying than that person who goes out there to seek. Because it's no different from someone who has never left home on their own journey because several neighbors have come back from their journey and their stories are different. Who told you that their stories need to be the same before you can go out on your own journey? So what if the Christians say something different from the Hindus? How will you know if you do not seek? How can you ever get your pilot license if you don't ever fly a plane? How will you run a business if you never start one? Unfortunately, many who don't believe in the Creator, atheists or agnostics as they call themselves, who do not wish to seek to know Him because they're waiting for some sort of earthly proof, is simply because of not wanting to take responsibility and accountability for their lives. Because if you think that He doesn't exist, then of course you think, well, it means I don't have to answer to Him. Oh, but you will. Each of us will have to answer to the laws that govern this creation, whether we believe it or not, and to the one who created it. And whether or not you believe this doesn't change the fact that for everything we think or say or do in this creation, we must give account. You must experience this creation on your own, and no one can do it for you. No religion, no sect, no guru, no church, no mosque. You must do the work. You must put your own 10,000 hours as a start to show the universe and creation as a whole that you as a part of it is ready to learn. So until next time, please be gentle with yourself and put in your 10,000 hours wisely. Bye for now.